Governor's Cup winner back in 2023 in the super late model ranks here at Talladega. As group number 1 will see their hot lap session come to a close. And fastest on the board will indeed be Jake Rainey at a 14.948. Luke Bennett, he's second fastest. The driver out of Ethel, Louisiana, making the trip here to the Talladega short track. So group 1 will exit off. They'll go get back in line. Group number 2 will start to filter its way onto the racetrack. There you see Lee Burdett, the grandson to the NASCAR Hall of Famer, Red Farmer, up in the booth with us here this weekend. Burdett going to pilot that historic F97. Many laps here at the Talladega short track, as he will pilot that F97 here in this next group that hits the racetrack. Once again, just a hot lap session. We will see them at full speed coming up in the Stack Products by CV Racing Products time trials that will come up momentarily. The process will go like this: 4 groups. That will turn into 4 heats. We'll get our transfers from those 4 Chevrolet Performance Heat races later today. That'll shift into 2 Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet B mains. That will happen tomorrow. And then, of course, that will set the stage for the main event. There you get a look. That is Tyler Price. He's out of Greenback, Tennessee, the Eagle-powered BMF Bishop Construction number 7. Joining us here from Greenback, Tennessee. There's the aerial view of the Hornet's Nest. Pretty cool story that Ray gave us yesterday of how this place got its name, and I can totally understand it. As the green flag's going to come out, 14.948. That is the quick time right now. There's a K5. That's David Kay. That's another guy that can get around this place, too, out of Lincoln, Alabama. The Race Tech Longhorn, Alabama Pole Barns K5. There's the Bear. That is Tucker Anderson. He's out of Blairsville, Georgia, the most recent winner here. He won the Santa Shootout back on the 21st. That was the extra race that got added to the schedule. And he was a winner of that. Out of Blairsville, Georgia. Of course, many familiar with that town. The home of Jonathan Davenport. There's Chase Giddens. He's one of the youngsters that's going to give it a go in the Winter Shootout Series. He was the runner-up in the inaugural Crate Racing USA Late Model Sportsman Tour that happened last year in the 602s. Actually, the runner-up and the points leader are all going to step up the next level. And they're both going to join us here in the Winter Shootout. We'll talk about that champion coming up in just a little bit as Group 2 will start to transition its way out. And here comes Group 3. They'll be led out by the 71 out of Draketown, Georgia. That will be Cody Haskins, the 2022 Sonoma Track champion. He'll be in a Twisted Performance Savage chassis. It'll be the 71. I just got word, and we're going to bump up one more. How about 419? 419 entries. Was it a hot shot, late model Mark? The last 2 that have snuck in have been hot shots. So we'll see. By the way, Chase Giddens, top of the board. 14.481. Not too bad for the youngster. 14.481 at the top of the board for Chase Giddens. By the way, track record belongs to Matt Henderson. He has that track record, sets at a 13.620. That is 13.620 back on October the 1st of 2021. So cars continuing to filter their way. There you see, I do believe that is the 47 of James Gilmore in the Milton Franklin CSR Fabrications number 47. Holden Allen in the 94. He's out of DeLand, Florida. Earl Ramey powered Black Diamond, number 94. As here we go. Chase Giddens, 14.481. That's the top of the board. We go back green. 1 hot lap group left. Modifieds. Crate Racing USA Modified Sportsman. Group 1, you need to be in staging. You are next. We need you. Let's go, guys. There you get a good look at the 66K. That will be Jody Knowles in the 66. No stranger to this place either. He's out of Tyrone, Georgia. As we will see the yellow flag come out rather quickly. And I am looking around the racetrack. That's going to indicate the end of this group. So Chase Giddens will stay at the top. The 17th was on the racetrack. That is the Boo Crew. Josh Henry's out of Newport, Tennessee. He goes second quick at a 14.505, and then there was one group remaining. They'll be led out by the now two-time and defending Crate Racing USA National Series champion. He's out of Phoenix City, Alabama. He is in the USA 1 this weekend. That is the silent assassin, Jimmy Thomas. Jimmy Thomas, two-time Crate Racing USA National Tour champion. The H&R-powered Scorpion race car, 8 career wins. He's got 11 career starts in the Winter Shootout Series, 2 career wins for him in this series. There you see him scroll just underneath the flag stand. Behind him, one of the youngsters that is going to give it a go in the 2024 Winter Shootout Series. That'll be Austin Yarborough. Austin Yarborough in that 18 at a Blackshear, Georgia, the H&R-powered Rocket XR1. Two-time Sunshine Nationals prelim winner. He's going to be piloting that machine in the 2024 season. He's got 10 career starts coming into the weekend, and those 2 career wins came at those prelim features down at Volusia Speedway Park. There you get a good look at Jimmy Thomas in the USA 1. Patrick Michelle's ride. He's put the number one man in Crate Racing USA world, especially when 2024 come to an end. He's put him in the car for this weekend. We're going to see the green flag come back out in our final group. He's going to come to life. There is the 67. We mentioned the champion in the 602 ranks. That's going to be bumping up to give it a go, and that's the Rocket City Kid. He's out of Huntsville, Alabama. The Ingram-powered Rocket XR1 Bradford Hauling LLC. That is the 2024 Crate Racing USA Late Model Sportsman Tour champion, and he is going to jump into the big boy ranks and give it a go here in 2025. There's Joshua Chesney. Joshua out of Maynardville, Tennessee. That's an Ingram-powered Rocket. As the yellow flag will come out and indicate the end of this fourth and final group. And no surprise, just talked about him a little bit ago. Jimmy Thomas to the top of the board, the defending National Series champion. Thomas goes 14.263, and that will be the quickest in our hot lap session for the Crate Racing USA late models. As late model Mark will get ready to jump in, we'll do the chair swap. And we'll bring him in as the modifieds. They'll have their go at it coming up next.
Well, thank you very much, Cody. I'm a little too old to jump in, but maybe slide in and try to take over your very, very warm seat. Excuse me. We are now transitioning into the open wheelers. This is the Crate Racing USA Modified Division. We have an Ice Bowl record, I believe, of 52 modifieds. 52 modifieds. We're going to be qualifying in 4 groups, and the first group is lined up in the staging area. The track record is a 15:27. That was set on August 29th of 2020. So the track record for the modifieds, a 15:27 by David K. That's getting around here in a modified. Now, all these cars are powered by the GM Performance Parts 602 sealed crate engine. They have most of the bells and whistles that you see in the late model divisions. One of the biggest differences is the narrow tire. It's a very, very hard Hoosier. It's actually harder than my head, but it's a very hard tire, and it lasts a long time for these modifieds. It's kind of interesting and rather difficult to hook these cars up, and these are some interesting conditions here at TST. So, in a matter of moments, the modifieds will come out, and they qualify in groups. We have 4 groups. We have drivers from Louisiana, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi. We have a couple people from the Florida region. They're all over the place looking over the lineup, mostly in the southern states. And this is a division that races each and every Saturday night here at Talladega Short Track. Very competitive division, and it's not too uncommon to see these guys at least side by side, and a lot of times 3 and 4 wide. I've even seen 5. And depending how the track conditions roll, man, they could be all over the place. We will see I mean, just think these guys are coming out of the box. They've had their cars warmed up. They were all coffeeed up and telling lies in the pits, and they're going to come out and get right to it and qualify. Yep, they practiced yesterday. There was a 5-hour practice session. Track conditions are just a little bit today than they were last night, excuse me. And sorry about my phone right there. We'll get to that in a minute. But modified qualifying, about ready to pull out. And the first couple of cars out on the track will be Kenny Taylor out of Dallas, Georgia in the K18. And Logan Barnes out of Valor, Tennessee in the 4. Corey Hillman, who's won here at Talladega Short Track. He's a strong competitor. He's in the 01X. Brandon Bueller out of Denham Springs, Louisiana. And Parker Thompson, he's a very young gun who actually built his own modified. A teenager building his own modified, from what I've been told. And that young little whippersnapper on the starter stand, he's a whopping 15 years old, and he's been under the wing of Andy Cooley starting. He does a very good job. So a young buck there in the starting stand, 15 years old. We're just momentarily waiting for the modifieds to come out. Once again, this is the division we race each and every Saturday night. Any information you may need about Talladega Short Track, the usual suspects. You can find it on Facebook, TalladegaShortTrack.com, X, Instagram, and all that good stuff. Facebook is usually quick and up to date. The running order, if you'd like to know the running order today, it is posted on Facebook, and then a number of our racers jump on the old posting bandwagon, and they will post the running order today. And here it is. We have modifieds qualifying next, then the 604s, then the super late models will come out to qualify, mini stocks, and then we'll have some B-mains for the limiteds and locked-in hot laps. Factory stocks and pure stocks, street stock Bs, limited late models, 602, and all that good stuff. Once again, it is posted on Facebook. I didn't want to bomb you with too much information. But a big car count, now 419 race cars. That is a load. And a Talladega Short Track Ice Bowl record. And I was here when they had 406, and boy, they're parked everywhere. They used to be able to park out on Speedway Boulevard, but the local authorities frown on that now. And I can see why, because I see race cars. All of a sudden, you're driving down Speedway Boulevard, and here comes a late model. You're thinking, what the heck? So modifieds coming up, and then the 604s will qualify, and then we turn up the horsepower a notch and go super late model. The big boys coming out, the high horsepower race cars, the super late models. Speaking of super late models, here at Talladega Short Track, if you check out the preliminary schedule that's out, we're going to have visits by all the big people here, and we'll get to that once we finish up with the modifieds. So the open wheelers rolling out on the surface. They'll be pulling into the infield. All right, I do have a minute. Talladega Short Track will have the World of Outlaw sprint cars back in 2025 on March, I believe it's the 7th, of Friday night. We will also have the World of Outlaw late models here on NASCAR weekend. I believe it's going to pay $50K again this year. And they'll be joined with the USCS sprint cars. And those sprint cars, Pete Walton's Wing 360 group, will be here 3 or 4 times in the 25 season. Also, we will have the brand new Southern Thunder Dirt Late Models Series. They'll be here for a number of events, including the B.J. Parker Memorial, the Governor's Cup, NASCAR weekend. We'll have what you just saw a minute ago, the Crate Race in USA. They'll be here 3 or 4 times during the calendar year of 25. Also, we'll have the Hunt the Front series, I believe, will be coming in here. And there's a possibility the Topless Outlaw late models might make a return trip here in 2025. And then we have special events dispersed throughout the calendar year for the factory stocks and the modifieds and hot shots and mini stocks and all that good stuff. We have specials for everybody. So everybody gets a chance to race here at Talladega Short Track. But we start off the 25 season with the Ice Bowl. It's always so cool. There's such a good vibe at the Ice Bowl here where everybody gets together and a race breaks out with 419 of your favorite party guests in the pits. And you're here to join it on these rather cool temperatures. I see y'all on the back straightaway. I know you're going to have a face full of sun a little bit later on. I see a junior flagger down there. He's got a red flag working. I see you, boy. You're doing a good job. But all you folks on the back straightaway, in the Red Farmer Grandstand in the Jerry Goodwin area, and One of the cool spots, I call it dirt late model drive-in parking right up against the fence on the back straightaway. You basically can't get any closer than that, and that's a heck of a seat on Saturday nights, let me tell you. So don't forget to hit the concessions. I know it's the usual deal where you plug them left and right. Yeah, there you see the flagger. Let me see that red flag. Raise that puppy above your head. You're doing fine. All right, maybe you'll get Andy fired and you'll take over for him. Just kidding, Andy. All right, you see the first modified up there. That's the 18 of Kenny Taylor. This is going to be interesting as they're going to do, I believe, 6 cars at a shot. Group qualifying, if you will. Boy, you better have your suspension and everything scored away, man, to go out there, because this is it. When with 52 modifieds in the house, I believe only 22 or 24 make the main event tomorrow. So a lot of people are going to be put in the box, in the trailer, if you will. It's going to be a tough show to make, and whoever wins this, you're going to be the first modified winner of the year. A little bit different, these modifieds, than what you would see like UMP modifieds in the Midwest. They have quite a bit stouter motor in them, or the center steer Northeast big block and small block modifieds that you read about at places like Oswego for the Dirt Car Championships, or Fonda, or Lebanon Valley, places like that, Albany, Saratoga. These are left-hand steer modifieds with the sealed crate engine in them. Very competitive class, and they put on a whale of a show, to say the very least. So we're just waiting for the cars to get lined up. Cars go across the scales to make sure they meet minimum weight. These are a little heavier. I believe the weight minimum on these cars is 2,600 pounds with the driver. They have rather small spoilers on the back, not really a whole lot to plan them. And once again, good amount of horsepower, a thin tire that's very, very hard, as we're still waiting for a few modifieds to pull over the hill onto the racing surface. So day 2 of the 34th annual Ice Bowl here. Was talking to former track owner Lynn Preacher Phillips a little while ago. We were talking about car counts and what it takes to put an event together. And Adam Stewart and his crew have worked tirelessly. It takes a long time to set up an event like this. And just the parking situation. I came by here Tuesday, and there were cars lined up on the street ready to go in on Wednesday. And then there was a couple of Facebook videos where they show the haulers pulling in. And it's quite impressive how this is turning into what I call one of our crown jewel events here at Talladega Short Track and in the southeastern region. Nope, it doesn't pay the most amount of money. Don't matter. It's got a very cool trophy. Very cool trophy. That matters. But it's just the prestige of winning this race at this time of year when nothing else is going on. Yeah, there's a race in New Mexico, and I think Lancaster up in the Carolinas may have a little deal going on tomorrow. But we're basically about it, and we're 419 strong. And I'm looking through the staging lanes. Boy, it's some tight confines in there, and this is a chance, like I said earlier, you can see people you haven't seen in a whole year. It's pretty cool out here. And one of Mr. McGregor's down there. He usually says feel the thunder on Saturday morning, and we're going to get after it tomorrow at 10 o'clock with B-Mains and then the Ice Bowl features. And just think, in the old days we ran on a Sunday here. It went Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And by the time Sunday night come, people were whooped and they had long drives. Now we finish up on Saturday. You go home, sleep in your own bed Saturday night, hopefully, and you got Sunday to recover. I hope everybody had a good New Year's. I certainly did. Just sat on my keister watching football. Went out with the missus on New Year's Eve at D Ford's, and they had the Ice Bowl party at D Ford's. If you're not doing anything tonight, it's just a couple miles from here. You travel west on I-20 to exit 165, turn left over the interstate, and D's has got a great band. They do country and rock, and they've got delicious food, very inexpensive adult beverages, clean facilities, good security, and I was there New Year's Eve, and it was a lot of fun, and I understand the Ice Bowl party was fun last night. Even heard that 90-something-year-old Red Farmer was shaking his loins on the dance floor last night. I saw him a couple years ago dancing, and it's pretty cool seeing somebody who's been around that long dancing on the floor with Miss Judy and what have you. So D Ford's, if you're not doing nothing tonight, band starts at 9. It's a private club. They don't have to quit at any particular time. And it's a very fun club to go hang out at. And he's also a sponsor. He's got some signage up in turns 1 and 2. Now remember, full concessions are available on the front and back, and we have various vendors, TST apparel and all that good stuff. There's Main Street ice cream. There's a barbecue truck down there. Johnny's Barbecue is in the pits, as well as TJ's Crab Shack, steak on a stick, and dirt rounders. I'm telling you, Johnny's Barbecue, he's got that red trailer right by Raceway Park. Check out his food. He's a good guy. He catered my wedding, and it was a home run. You can upgrade to get a pit pass anytime you want. You walk behind the grandstands towards turn number 4, and you'll see a gentleman who will upgrade your ticket. You can watch every lap today on CrateRacingUSA.tv. Miss Julianne just rolled into the facility. She'll be selling 50-50 all through the day, and we'll probably draw it a little bit later tonight. And you can keep up with lineups and finishes on My Race Pass app, which is pretty cool. You can see how many cars and who's doing what. My Race Pass. You can also download on the Google Play Store Track Tune, which is really cool. It's audio only, but you hear the call from the tower. You could be in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and you can listen to the races at Talladega Short Track. Once again, the March 7th, the World of Outlaws Sprint Cars will be here, and we'll have an open practice on March 22nd. And don't forget the Ice Bowl T-shirts and hoodies. And the hoodies always fly out of here. They're at the TST trailer by the ticket booth and on the back stretch. Thank some of our sponsors here. Bama Sheds. Boy, have they really stepped up. They're paying some long-haul money and some other money. They have a lot of the buildings they put up at the track. Coldwater Piping Plus, D Ford's Bar, D Ford's Show, Exile Armory, First Bank of Alabama. How come banks never get out samples? Freestyle Graphics, Hoosier Racing Tires, Ken Jeter Store Equipment, King Mobile Home Supplies, JCB West Pro, McElroy Hauling, and O'Reilly Auto Parts. We had some O'Reilly Auto Parts people here last night, and I think they're here today. Oxford Lumber and Ace Hardware. They got a new one on Highway 78 right by the Honda plant. Right Way Auto Sales, Roger Dabbs Performance Parts, Short Track Parts, Southeast Crane and Hoist, and Southland Golf Carts. VP Racing Fuels and Lubricants, and Wheeler Engineering. Wheeler Engineering supplied our safety lights, which are located in turns 1, 2, 3, and 4, and also over on Raceway Park. If you're ever in the area, ladies and gentlemen, on Friday nights during the racing season, you can go see the Raceway Park go-karts. They have mini late models and a number of go-kart classes, and it's absolutely free to get in. That's the best price, right, ladies and gentlemen? Free. Can't beat that. They do that on Friday night, and they have a couple of big events during the 2025 season. They'll draw 300 to 400 carts. So Raceway Park, so it's a multi-use facility here, a little dirt oval for the go-karts and mini late models, and the big track. And we start up March 7th with the World of Outlaws Sprinters. Got most of the modifieds lined up. Just a beautiful array of cars. Well, ladies and gentlemen, now let the games begin. Let the party begin. Time to determine who's going to be starting where and when in the Crate Racing USA Modified Division. The first car out is Kenny Taylor out of Dallas, Georgia, in the number 18. He is followed by the number 4 of Logan Barnes out of Elora, Tennessee. 01X of Corey Hillman supposed to be out there. And Brandon Bueller in the 44. So Crate Racing USA Modifieds underway. Kind of tricky sometimes. You got a fast car. Maybe one of the other cars isn't as fast. You may have to pedal it, which kills your ET. And we have a little bit of trouble on turn number 4, but 44 saved it. Barnes goes quick with a 16:23, a 54 for Kenny Taylor, and a 16:67 for Hillman on lap number 1. 5 cars, 4 laps. To determine starting positions later today for the Crate Racing USA Modifieds. 16:23 for the L4 of Logan Barnes. He's on top of the heap at the moment. Now Corey Hillman is one here at TST, goes quicker with a 16:20 and a 9. You can follow all this on My Race Pass app. Pretty cool deal. Once again, the track record is a 15:27. I think that will be quite safe on a daytime surface like today. And the checkered flag rolls. And Corey Hillman will be the fastest of that 5. As we'll let the number 7 get through there. at a 16.20 second. That is quick to the first 5 out. Next 4 will be Joseph Galloway in the number 11. Luke Riddle, former weekly champion in the 28 out of Hartzell. Elvis Tuberville out of Liberty, Mississippi in the 5. Randy Ziegler out of Columbia, Tennessee. And Corey Turner in the 18. So 16:20 is the time to beat by Corey Hillman. Modified qualifying underway on this day that I'm playing hooky from work. A beautiful Friday here at Talladega Short Track, the 3rd of January. Man, where did 24 go? And as you're watching, the number 76 on Crate Racing USA TV. Just another beautiful ride, and that is Randy Ziegler out of Tennessee. A lot of Tennessee drivers, or a lot of modifieds up in the Tennessee area. Once again, this is 5 cars, 4 laps. Not much time to get her done. You see the white flag coming out. Luke Riddle right now is quick in this group so far at a 16:14. That's 600s quicker than Corey Hillman. Still a couple corners left to go. Nice 16:14 by Luke Riddle. He races all over Alabama. He could be at Talladega one night, Moulton. He go to Mississippi, goes up to Tennessee. We had a little bit of trouble coming out of turn number 4. That was the number 11 ride of Joseph Galloway out of Gainesville, Georgia, doing a little loop-de-loop. So Luke Riddle quick in that second quint, if you want to call it, at a 16:14. You can see it on the Crate Racing, or I can see it on the Crate Racing USA. Just the number 11 got in a little hot coming out of 4, and the car didn't stick. You can see the tire marks down there where he got a little sideways. Number 5 of Elvis Tuberville out of Liberty, Mississippi, getting another lap. 16:14 is the time to be. Boy, if that time holds up for Luke Riddle, 16:14, well, you talk about a load off your shoulder when it comes to the preliminary races and the features tomorrow, knowing that you're in the show. Next group will be coming out shortly. They'll have a pretty good line of modifieds in the pits that'll enter the infield. So the second 5 will be rolling out on the track. Actually, it may be 3 in this group because we have 13 in group number 1. Once again, you can watch this race broadcast on CrateRacingUSA.tv. I believe you could do it just for the event, or for the month, or for the year. Pulling out of McKimmonville, Tennessee will be, Clanton, Alabama, Cody Stang in the number 18. Eddie Brandon, Steady Eddie Brandon in the 99B. Bradley Qualls out of Centerville, Tennessee in the 21. These should be the last cars in qualifying group number 1. Now you can see right now, ladies and gentlemen, as you're watching qualifying, a little bit of a blue stripe is beginning in turns 3. That gets more sun than turn 1. Still looks like there's plenty of moisture upstairs. A lot of moisture in this racetrack as they roll down the front straightaway. You see as they go into turn number 1. I love that part. They go high up into turn number 1. Sometimes closer to the fence like David Kay does, and then they just shoot down the back straightaway here at TST. Well, look at this. First guy into the 15s. Bradley Qualls goes a 15.98. How about that? First guy in the 15s at 15.98. makes it even quicker on the second lap with a 15.79. That's the driver of the number 21 out of Centerville, Tennessee, Bradley Qualls, and we're not done yet. Luke Riddle still second, Corey Hillman third, Barnes fourth, and Stang fifth. What a stellar lap for that driver out of Tennessee. Bradley Qualls in the D21, quickest in group number one, first in the 15s, and he did it not once. He did it twice and ended up with a 15.79. Nice run. Qualifying group number two will be up next. The next five cars will be John Carboni out of Walker, Louisiana in the number 7. Brian Ferguson out of Lincoln in the 29. Brett Gray, our most recent winner out of Temple, Georgia in the 17. He won on December 21st. Bucky Gregory out of Phoenix City, Alabama in the 88. And Brent Cartwright in the number 4. Our second five doing their 4 laps. Right now the time to beat overall is a 15.79. But this is Group 2 qualifying. You want to qualify numero uno in your group. Modifieds underway on this Friday morning at 11:30 and change Central Time here in our little racetrack in East Teboga, Alabama, the Talladega Short Track, better known as the Hornet's Nest. 419 dudes out in the pits ready to race today. And we're underway with our first qualifying division. And we have a yellow flag out there. We have one car, that's the number 4 machine. That's Brent Cartwright doing a little loop-de-loo on top of turn number 3. Modified qualifying underway. Well, Brett Gray is quickest in this group right now with a 16.08. A 16.08. Gregory second with a 52. Cartwright there with a 9.3, and the number 29. And Brian Ferguson gets a little loose, and he stops coming out of turn number 4. Remember, these guys are coming cold right out of the trailer, and they're going into qualifying, so their setup must be a little interesting, to say the very least, when you're the first folks out there to qualify. Qualifying is continuing on. Group number 2 for the Great Racing USA Modifieds. Brett Gray right now quickest at a 16.08. On this first quint. If that's how you properly pronounce a 5-car deal. Quint. Let's see if Brett Gray in that beautiful, beautiful number 17 can slap her into the 15s. Here he comes out of turn number 4. See what he can do. 16.08 will be his time. Gregory second with a 16.52. Cartwright, 16.56, Ferguson in 95, and Carboni in the 17s. Second 5 will roll out of the infield. It'll be Joseph Champion out of Heflin in the J7, Robert White out of Florala, Alabama in the 27, Todd Sherman out of Churubusco, Indiana. Hello, that's a drive in the 65. Logan Hickerson. He's won here at Talladega Short Track in the 98, and Jared Gray in the G44. He's a local guy out of Raglan. So the quick time right now, group number 2, 16.08. Watch on Crate Racing USA TV or My Race Pass app. You can see the times come up. They're live. Well, you can really see if the TV goes to the number 98 machine. That's Logan Hickerson. Watch how he goes down the back straightaway. Ladies and gentlemen, watching on TV, watch when the car slaps down on the brakes. Boom. He hits the binders. He lets the car take a set. Well, that wasn't the greatest of corners for him because why? The yellow flag came out. Number 27 went around on turn number 4. That's Robert White. But if we can go back to that, you can see Logan Hickerson. You see his suspension work, and it's really cool. It gets hiked up on the bars coming out of turn number 2. Suspension takes a good set, and he goes into 3, and bam, right on the brakes. Suspension slaps down. Once again, he lets the car take a set, gasses her up, and comes out of the corner. And he's quickest in this group with a 16.03. Let's see if he can put it into the 15s. Gray second with an 08 as qualifying continues on. Boy, did Hickerson go tall on that one. Still Hickerson quick with a 16.03 on top of the board for group number 2. Well, he just changed that. He just did a 15.93. 15.93 for the Tennessee driver, Logan Hickerson. 15.93. The checkered flag rolls. Kind of like the Garth Brooks song, the Thunder Rolls. Final couple of cars will finish off the next 5, or I believe it'll be 4 more to go. I got an announcement to make. If you have a white Dodge Ram and you are parked in trackside parking, you need to move that bad boy immediately. A white Dodge Ram parked in trackside parking, you need to move immediately. If you don't have a sticker to park over there, you're going to have your vehicle removed. So if you have a white Dodge Ram, you need to vacate trackside parking, please. Next cars are rolling out on the racetrack as group number 2 winds down. That's the number 69 of Matthew Bricado. He is a runner here. He runs multiple divisions usually. They're number 44. Hickerson still quick in this group with a 15.93 as you're watching the number 69 do his business. That is Matthew Bricado out of Muscle Shoals. Beautiful area up there. 2 laps complete. 3 more to go. Excuse me, 2 more to go. And this will wrap it up for group number 2. At 44 of Gray is second quick in this group with a 16.07, but the only person in the 15s is that ride of Hickerson at a 93. Still got a couple of corners for a couple more drivers as they roll it out of turn number 4, not floor. You can see the modifieds are starting to go a wee bit higher in turns 3 and 4, trying to get up against the soft stuff in the cushion. So quickest in that second qualifying group is with a 15.93 out of Linden, Tennessee. That is Logan Hickerson. Qualifying group number 3 will be rolling out onto the speedway. Once again, if you have any questions while you're in the facility, just find a Talladega Short Track official and hopefully they can answer your questions.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Race Car Engineering is your single source supplier for all your racing equipment. Dirt, asphalt, drag strip, street rod, or off-road. Their experts can keep you on the track and in the lead no matter what type of racing you do. Hundreds of brands, thousands of parts. Find them online at racecareng.com or call them toll free at 800-882-7231 and make sure to ask for your free catalog. That's Race Car Engineering, 800-882-7231.
Racers are dedicated to winning, and Chevrolet Performance's 3 factory-sealed circle track crate engines can help you get to the checkered flag first. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a touring hero, on dirt or pavement, Chevrolet Performance circle track crate engines are engineered to win, right out of the box.
All right, we're back with you here on CrateRacing.tv, USA.tv. Qualifying group number 3 for the Crate Racing USA Modifieds, and qualify will continue for a number of classes. We'll have the 604 cars coming out, and then we're going to pound the ground with the super late models. You know, on a wish list here at Talladega Short Track, while we have a lull in the action, if there's anything you want to see and you see a Talladega Short Track official, if anything you'd like to see as far as an improvement to the track or maybe a different category coming in and racing here, let us know. Our ears are wide open. My hope one day, it's just such a scheduling nightmare. I would love to see a non-wing USAC sprint and midget show here at Talladega. I think it'd be spectacular along with our other divisions. But if there's something you'd like to see come here at Talladega, give us a holler. Attention in the pits. Attention in the pits. 604 dirt late models qualifying Group 1 and 2. We need you to the staging lanes. I can see you all are hanging out on your haulers. 604 dirt late models. We need you into the staging lanes per group in order. And here we roll. Here comes the 07 of Heflin, Alabama, Steve Pate. He's your track champion. Also, Dakota Blackburn will be in the 45. Trey Ellsbury out of Temple, Georgia in the 2E. Randy Blair out of Douglasville. And Zachary Matthews. So group number 3, qualifying group number 3. 5 cars, 4 laps. And once we get the proverbial green flag, we will let them roll. Keep your eye on the 07 of Heflin, Alabama, Steve Pate. He's your track champion. He's had a very good 2024. Would like to start off 25 by grabbing a couple of grand and an Ice Bowl trophy in check. Once again, we need 604 dirt late models. If you're listening on Track Tune or 99.9 of the race broadcast, we need 604s to the lanes. Let's see who'll be fast in group number 1. They're kind of bottled up coming out of 3 and 4s. You're watching on Crate Racing USA TV. I'll get it right one of these days. That's number 16 of Randy Blair, and the yellow flag comes out. Number 45 having a little bit of trouble in turn at number 4. That's Dakota Blackburn. He's out of Trinity, Alabama. Now, if you're watching a guy who wants to get around the track, that would be the track champion, the 07 of Steve Pate. Right now, we're looking at the number 15 machine. Beautiful ride as Zachary Matthews, as you see him coming out of turn at number 2. He goes right to the bottom. Interesting line for sure. So right now, Steve Pate quick in this one. Rather sluggish, 1660. His first lap. Let's see what he can do in the remaining 3 laps. I imagine he'll improve quite a bit. So a 1660 for Steve Pate is quickest in this group, and 85 by Blair is second. You're watching Steve Pate on the TV broadcast coming out of turn number 4. His car is not tracking, I'm sure, the way he likes it to. It seems like it's a little twitchy. It's going a little left, a little right, and whoop, round we go. That was the number 16 of Randy Blair. Losing it in turn number 4. That's right now a little tricky corner. So Steve Pate was quickest in that first quint at a 16.60. I don't think that's going to last with the remaining competitors. 16.60. Second 5, Dan Wheeler out of Savage, Minnesota. Woo, in the red 1. That's a drive. Walker Greer out of Rogersville, Alabama in the W1. Dylan Crumpton out of Heflin in the C1. David Brandon out of Elora, Tennessee. He knows how to get around TSTs in the 33. And Logan McVeigh, one of our hotshot heavyweights, running in a modified here at the Talladega Short Track Ice Bowl. He's in the 17M, and he's right down the road in Anniston. Here we go. Logan McVeigh was a 5-time winner in the Hot Shot division in 2024. Right now, the time to beat in this group, once again, is Steve Pate's 1660, and I think that'll be worked over. You're watching the number 1. And now you're looking at the number 33 machine, Walker Greer, 1648. 1648. That right now is quick in group number 3. Wheeler second with a 58. Pate drops down to third quickest in the group at a 1660. Eddie Brandon, the Tennessee driver, goes 1639. 1639. Takes over new quick time for qualifying group number 3. Oh, Walker Greer just says, nope, that ain't going to work. I'm going to do a 1629. That's quick in this group. So they're tossing quick time around between Greer and Brandon. Still got a couple of corners left to go coming out of turn number 4. Still one more car taking the checkered flag. So Walker Greer, 16:29, quick in qualifying group number 3. Should be just a couple of cars in the final couple of cars for qualifying group number 3. Here at the Talladega Short Track, nice shot from the infield. The Hornet's Nest, located in the little town of East Duboga, Alabama, right off of Interstate 20 and across the street from Talladega Super Speedway. We have James White in the 44 schedule, Jeff Page in the 2, and Booger Brooks in the B10. Now, Booger Brooks knows how to win a Talladega Short Track. That is a fact. He's a bad hombre. He's coming into turn 3 and exiting out of turn number 4. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes top of the heap. That guy can drive anything. And he just did it. Put her in the 15s with a 15.95. The Chickamauga, Georgia driver is a bad hombre here at TST. Only car in the 15s in this group. Still 15.95 as it completes another lap. 2 more to go. The white flag will be coming out. We're second in this. Brandon third. And the number 17 loses the handle coming around out of turn at number 4. We ask you, if you please, fans and folks in the pits, if you can use the many trash receptacles around here for your litter. Overall quick time, 15:79. Bradley Qualls, group number 1. You're watching the 17 on the TV broadcast. He's a little bit lower, pushes up. Car didn't want to turn, drifts up. That'll cost him a little bit of time. He rolls down the back straightaway. Brooks is coming out of turn number 4 with the white flag waving. Still 15.95 is quick for him. He did not go quicker on that last lap. There you see Booger Brooks in the number 10 machine, the B10, the Chickamauga, Georgia driver, rolling out of turn number 4. Nice line. That might be a pretty good lap. Still stays the same at 15.95. Quickest in that group. Booger Brooks in the B10. Final qualifying group, 604 late models. You're up to bat next for your qualifying. 604 late models. The super late models will qualify will follow the 604 cars. So the next 2 divisions out will be the 604 late models, followed by the supers, and then the mini stocks will come out to qualify. First 5 coming out here will be Tyler Hurst. He's a winner here at TST in the 25. Lonnie Newton out of Raglan in the 2. The C97 of Tyler Wood. Wayne Smith out of Hohenwald in the 06. And Brent Powell out of Social Circle, Georgia. I love the name of that town. Say that fast. Social Circle. Right now, Hurst quick. First lap. Nope, check that. Powell. Brent Powell quick on that one. 16.44. Hurst with a 50. Tyler Hurst takes it back. A 16.26 on lap number 2. 5 cars, 4 laps. Crate Racing USA modified final qualifying group. This is qualifying group number 4. And Hurst goes quicker, 16.20. 16.20, that's the driver in the number 25 ride. Powell second quick. 16.20, quick on this group. The first 5 here from modified qualifying on final qualifying group number 4. Looks like Hurst is pulling her into the pits as we complete the first 5, and he's quickest at a 16.20. Powell second at a 16.44. Smith at a 90. That's the first 5 in the can. The second 5 coming out will be Sam Ramsey out of Montevallo, Alabama in the 8. Austin Gonzalez out of Temple, Georgia in the 16. Jeff Smith out of Chatsworth, Georgia in the number 1. Austin Burke out of Chapel Hill, Tennessee in the 44. And Henry Hanger, been doing this for a minute, out of Winchester, Tennessee in the 15. Just a handful of cars left in modified qualifying. Then we'll turn it over to Dr. Cody, and he'll call the 604 qualifying group. Well, you can see a tail of two lines coming out of turn number 4, and you see, holy smokes, he had to back out of it. Sam Ramsey had to get off the loud pedal to not run into the 44 machine. We're still quickest at a 16:20. We come out of turn 4. Whoa, boy. Whoa, hello. He's sashaying down the main straightaways. That was the number 8 machine. Last lap for some of these boys. We got 4 more cars, and that'll set the heat race lineups for tonight or this afternoon. Well, Mr. Burke, Austin Burke, just went to the top of the heap in this group with a 16:15. Austin Burke 16:15. That's quickest so far in qualifying group number 1. So the driver out of Chapel Hill, Tennessee, Austin Burke, in the 44, 16:15. Just 4 more cars left to go. JoJo Morgan in the number 29 out of Atala. David Paulin in the 88. Drew Holloway out of Falkville in the 15H. Let's see if anybody can. Whoa, as the round they go, the number 15 getting a little squirrely. That was Drew Holloway out of Falkville, losing the handle on turn 4. It seems like right now turn 4 could be our little bit of a dirt calamity corner. A lot of cars losing the handle coming out of turn number 4. See the track taking a darker hue on there, not necessarily taking rubber just yet. There's still plenty of moisture out there, and turns 1 and 2 is looking good. You can definitely see going down the back straightaway the 2 different lines going down the back straightaway. Qualifying continues for the Crate Racing USA Modifieds. Final couple of cars, and we're going to turn it over to the 604 late models. As they continue on with just a handful of laps left to go, once again, Austin Burke quickest in this group with a 16:15. Second quickest Hurst with a 20, Smith with a 23, Hanger a 32. Since all the cars in the 16, that's why I'm just doing the last 3 digits. And a white flag waves for the 15. We're about ready to wrap up modified qualifying. The track has a little character. It's taking on a different look with the modifieds. 52 of them running through here for time trials. One more car left to go, and it looks like no one is going to be quicker overall in this group than Austin Burke. But overall quick time with a 15:79. He's got about a dime and change on the rest of the field. Bradley Qualls, quick time out of Centerville, Tennessee. He is your quick timer overall for the Crate Racing USA Modifieds. Now I'm going to turn over the microphone to the man who can perform surgery while announcing. It's Dr. Cody. Take it over. And before we do that, we're going to do a quick little pay the bills and have a little commercial time.
Racers are dedicated to winning. And Chevrolet Performance's 3 factory-sealed Circle Track crate engines can help you get to the checkered flag first. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a touring hero, on dirt or pavement, Chevrolet Performance Circle Track crate engines are engineered to win. Right out of the box.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Big dreams start with small victories.
Have you thought about what you want to be yet when you grow up? Mm-hmm. What do you want to be? Race car driver.
For over 30 years, we've manufactured high-quality, reliable, American-made parts. Whether you're cutting your first laps in a quarter midget or competing for thousands of dollars on the biggest stage, Joe's Racing Products will be with you every step of the way. We'll be there for you. Visit us online at joesracing.com.
Race Car Engineering is your single-source supplier for all your racing equipment. Dirt, asphalt, drag strip, street rod, or off-road. Their experts can keep you on the track and in the lead no matter what type of racing you do. Hundreds of brands, thousands of parts. Find them online at racecareng.com or call them toll-free at 800-882-7231 and make sure to ask for your free catalog. That's Race Car Engineering, 800-882-7231.
Racers are dedicated to winning. And Chevrolet Performance's 3 factory-sealed Circle Track crate engines can help you get to the checkered flag first. Whether you're a weekend warrior or a touring hero, on dirt or pavement. Chevrolet Performance Circle Track crate engines are engineered to win. Right out of the box.
Need reliable equipment to power your next project? Westpro JCB has you covered. From durable mini excavators to cutting-edge teleskids, we offer solutions that deliver performance and precision. Visit westprojcb.com today and upgrade your fleet with machines you can trust.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Big dreams start with small victories.
Welcome back to the Talladega Short Track, where it is time for Stack Products by CV Racing Products Time Trials. The Rogers Dabbs Performance Parts Crate Racing USA Winter Shootout Series. Ray Ciccarelli out of Uppercote, Maryland. He's going to be the first driver of the 49. Ingram-powered rocket, CMI Installations, number 49. He'll be the first car out on the racetrack. He'll be joined by the 242. That'll be Steve Kirk. Steve Kirk out of Munford, Alabama. He'll be the second car on the racetrack. There you see Will Harrington. That is the Hawkinsville Hustler, a 3-time Winter Shootout Series winner. He's in the 8-star powered rear ride icon M&J Tractor Services Ryad Home Builders, number 86. There you see a good look as he works down into turn number 3. And the final car of this 4-car group, that should be the 14T. That will be Victor Tucker. It is Pell City, Alabama, the Racetech Longhorn Advantage Plus. Turner Family Farms, number 14. Fastest lap so far, Will Harrington, 15.285. Victor Turner Jr., 15.308. This is, of course, a hot lap qualifying session for the Crate Racing USA Dirt Late Model Series. There you see Will Harrington, a former National Series champion as well. Did that back in 2020. And his 15.043 is going to be the fastest right now. Turner will go 15.308, and it will be third quickest Steve Kirk. So how things will work, Group 1, you'll see 12 cars come out. They'll qualify in that group. Those will be the cars that will make up Chevrolet Performance Heat Race number 1 later today. Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4, so forth the rest of the afternoon. Next set of cars out on the racetrack out of Summertown, Tennessee. That'll be the C66. That'll be Donald Johns. Donald Johns in the C66. Behind him out of Knoxville, Tennessee, it'll be the 07 Phantom-powered CVR, Ramsey and Son Excavating, Bilstein Shocks, Edwards Plumbing, 07. That is the 2023 Alabama State Champion winner. It's Hayden Cardwell in the 07. Behind him in the 3, that'll be Luke Bennett. He's out of Ethel, Louisiana. And the final car in this group will be the JO of John Omby. John Omby will be in this second flight in Group 1. Here you get a good look at the 07 of Cardwell. Coming off of turn number 4, that is the 11 car. Well, I was scheming through the list, not seeing the 11 pick up. Okay, that's John Omby. So instead of the JO, he's in the 11. So John Omby will be in the 11 right now. He goes fastest, 15.034. 15.034. Whoa, and up put over the top side. It's going to go Bennett. Wow, what a save. We've seen a lot of cars get to that top part, the shelf over here at turn 4, and just smack that concrete barrier, and he was able to save it and still stay in the top 4 as this group will see the checker flag fly, and Cardwell will come across the stripe on his last effort. Last lap being his fastest at a 15.144. Cardwell good enough to be third fastest with what should be one final flight of cars here in group number 1 to be led out by the driver from Fort Payne, Alabama. Longhorn Cove to Coast Marine. J&R Excavating, Ballard Racing, number 16. Slamming Sammy Seawright, the 2023 Governor's Cup winner here at the Talladega Short Track. He will be the first car in this group. Behind him, that'll be Todd Brewster. He's out of Villa Rica, Georgia. There is the 87 of Jake Rainey. He's got a National Tour win here. It came back in 2022. 11 career winter shootout series starts for the Powder Springs, Georgia driver. Twisted Rocket, Rainey Brothers Sealing and Insulation, Landrum Tree Services, number 87. There you get a good look at Jake. You can get home on Crit Racing USA TV, making his way around the Hornet's Nest. Sam Seawright, top of the board, 14.986. That's quickest right now. So Seawright goes to the top of the board. As the rest of the field will filter its way through. Jason Lively there at the 21. He's the driver out of Jacksonville, Alabama. That's a J. Dickens powered Rocket XR1 Elite Excavating. Stewart Farms on the side of that 21. The white flag will come out. Final time around the Hornet's Nest. Right now, the only driver to hit the 14-second range, it will be Sam Seawright. And we will see if that will stand through the rest of this Stack Products by CV Racing Products time trials. 44 total 604s. It says 45. Unfortunately, one scratch already this afternoon. Stanton Davis is a scratch, so officially 44, and it is official. Your group number 1 fastest qualifier at a 14.960 out of Fort Payne, Alabama. It will be Sam Seawright. He will top group number 1 with John Obi second, Will Harrington rounding out your top 3. Group number 2 will come to life. One of the drivers expected to try to give it a go in the Winter Shootout Series. He's out of Douglasville, Georgia. It's the Race Tech capital. Marty Massey Towing, Marty Massey Roll-Offs. Number 15, Marty Massey. Behind him, it'll be the 369 out of Ottawa, Tennessee. The Pro Belt, Masterbuilt, Blackwell Excavating Services. 369 of Andy Picklesheimer. Andy Picklesheimer in the 369. And behind him in the 2, that'll be Bo Slay. Bo Slay out of Milton, Florida. Longhorn 3 Trades Consultants, Slay Mobile Homes, number 2. And the final car in this session should be the 7. I believe that will be Tyler Price. He's out of Greenback, Tennessee. There he is on your screen. The Eagle-powered BMF Bishop Construction, Southeast Bank, number 7. There's Andy Picklesheimer right now. He is 4th quick out of the 4 cars on the racetrack. Bo Slay sets the top at a 15.261. Price second, 15.294. There you see a look at the Milton, Florida driver. Bo Slay in the 2. Will come across the stripe and take the white flags. He goes quicker. 15.175 on that next lap. So Bo Slay will come to the checkered flag, and he will stay atop the board. Does he go any quicker on his last lap? He does not. So a 15.175